Hi, welcome to Airplay. Today's play is Turn, Turn, Turn by Shirley King. I'm Coni Koepfinger, and I want to say this play is a little more serious than most of Shirley's work. It's about two sisters and a whole lot of orphans, which is a touching subject with me right now because I'm working on a national schoolhouse for foster care and orphans. A problem we really can't look away from too much longer. Homeless kids, not good. Anyhow, back to Airplay. In our cast today, we have Roma, an international singing phenomenon who stops in to visit her sister, Katie. Roma will be read by Sandra Bargman. Hi, Sandra.
Hi, Connie.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you? I'm happy to be here.
Good, thanks. What's new with you? What's cooking?
Well, working on pushing my CD, The Edge of Every Day, and working on our follow-up show, At the Edge of Eden.
Oh, excellent. Send us a link. We'll put it on the website.
Will do.
And in the role of Katie, the sister who is working in Africa with the orphans, will be read by our on-air player, Christy Donohue. Hi, Christy.
Hi, Connie.
So without further ado, I give you Turn, Turn, Turn by Shirley King.
Roma? What's going on? Is Dad okay?
He's fine. Can't I even fly in for a quick visit?
Not until now. You've been far too busy being country loud and proud.
Hey, I'm a folk singer. That's what I do, okay? Sorry you couldn't come to Mom's funeral. Hope you can use this check.
Oh, thanks. We really need donations.
I thought this was an orphanage. Where are the kids?
We're a youth village, not an orphanage.
Youth village, right. Sorry.
The children are on a field trip today. You should have let me know you were coming. But I can show you lots of photos. Here's Shanti. I taught her to play kickball. She's fantastic.
Nice. So you're hoping she'll get adopted?
Sit. Let me give you a quick history lesson.
You don't need to talk down to me, Katie, unless you can't help it. I actually have a working brain, you know.
Oh, and still you run around the world singing songs like Turn, Turn, Turn. I mean, really?
What's wrong with To Everything There Is a Season?
Talk about obvious.
Well, maybe you should hear the entire song before you judge. Got anything to eat? I'm starving.
How about a banana? Here's how it went down. Wando had two main ethnic groups. They lived in peace, more or less, till Belgium made one group the ruling class, and that's when the genocide started.
Wow. What? Are you safe here?
I think so, but now this country has hundreds of orphans to care for. Here's a picture of Kailu on his 7th birthday. He hid in the jungle for a week before we rescued him. Unfortunately, adoption isn't in the works for him or most of the others.
Are you saying kids need to stay here forever because their parents were killed?
It's complicated. I don't expect you to understand.
Try me, Katie.
During the conflict, soldiers killed hundreds of people. Now, do you want to hear the hard part?
Wow, what could be harder than what I just heard?
The soldiers were forgiven. All of them. To help this country heal.
Well, that's just mind-boggling. So, what does that mean for the orphans?
Everything. They're deeply connected to each other. The government regards them as symbols and they can't leave.
Symbols? Why can't they just be regarded as kids who need homes?
They've got homes. 20 to a residence with a house mother. And why do you care anyway? You never did before.
Could you give me a break? I'm on the road all year touring.
Some children do leave. Just last week, Latif's aunt came to take him home.
And?
Not that easy. She couldn't, at least not right away.
Why not?
She needed to go through the proper channels.
You're talking red tape? What's wrong with this picture?
Look, I don't make the rules here. Anyway, I think her application will be approved.
Okay, one kid almost out of here. Now, how about the others?
Will you stop?
On the plane, I was thinking about how the world was created.
Right. You folk singers all spend a lot of time thinking about that.
No, I'm serious. I read that if the same amounts of matter and antimatter were produced, they should have canceled each other out.
Oh, come on. Seriously?
No, there was this very small change which made it possible for the world to be created. So, with a very small change, like me speaking out for the orphans, could make a difference.
Roma, some of these kids aren't adoptable. They'll stay until they're adults.
Well, if this is such a great place, then it won't matter. But what about the others?
I'm not sure why you're here, but throwing money at me won't change anything. So take this check of yours and just fly off to your next gig.
What are we fighting about? Kids finding homes? That's a no-brainer.
Sorry, I'm just really frustrated. Remember Pelican Rock? Sometimes when we weren't fighting, we rode our bikes out to the point to see the pelicans.
Of course I remember. When Mom was dying, I went there to be alone and to cry. But then after a while, I started singing.
Oh, come on.
No, I did. It helped. The song says, there's a time to be born and a time to die. Time to laugh and a time to weep. I did a lot of weeping, but sometimes I laughed, remembering how funny Mom could be. I'm just saying maybe we need it all. Maybe we need everything. Don't ask me for reasons. I'm only a folk singer.
What happened to Ella Fitzgerald? Isn't that who you wanted to be before Judy Collins showed up?
Come home for a while? You need a time out.
Wish I could. Lately, I just want to go sit on that rock and stare at the pelicans till I forget everything that happened here.
If you can't come home right away, will you at least think about it? I'd like to hang out longer, but, well, as I said, I've got this gig coming up, and...
So you're out the door? That's it?
The pilot's waiting. I chartered the plane, and he's not real happy about hanging out on a foreign airstrip. So, take care. What if I cut my song short and took a minute to talk about the orphans and how they need homes? How could it hurt? Or what if I sent a video crew?
A video crew? I don't know.
What have you got to lose?
Well, okay, why not? If that gets the word out, fine.
Cool. I've got something to tell you. I hope this doesn't make any difference. You do know that Mom loved you, right?
You mean that I was adopted? I guess that ages ago. Nobody in this family has this nose and skin color but me.
So, you knew? Why didn't you say anything?
Maybe I just didn't want to rock the boat. When did you find out?
Wow. When Mom got sick, she told me. Are we actually even sisters?
You came over here when you didn't have to. That might mean something. So, can we start over now?
Works for me. Could I have another banana now that we're sisters again? I still can't get my head around this. Looks like you could have been...
An orphan, yeah. Concept not entirely lost on me. About adoption, there are very few intact families left in this country.
Will this turn out to be one of your lectures?
these kids feel secure being with their own people. If I got sent to some strange place, I'm not sure it. Okay, I'm lecturing.
But she stopped. Good. Because I don't need to hear, this isn't a perfect world. I already know this. For starters, what if I was raising money for more villages? So there will be fewer kids in each village. Then we could take it from there.
Sounds like a plan.
We're agreeing. Is this the new us? Mom would be so proud.
Sorry I couldn't be there for her funeral. Wasn't I lucky?
Absolutely. You could have been raised in some village. Love you.
Is that the same as I love you?
Very close. Here's how I see it. There were these two sisters who really weren't sisters. But then there was this small change that made it possible for them to, well, you get the drift. Leaving on a jet plane. I mean now. Okay, not a jet, just a plain old plane. By the way, next week, I'm sending a video crew. Get ready for your close-up, Katie. You're going to be a star like me.
Love you too.